This is all an act. I haven't taken a sip of alcohol. I've been making it seem like I did. I'm not.
Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing here. So Ryan Garcia, is he trolling? Is he not trolling? I have no clue anymore, guys. I'm completely baffled at this point. I mean, obviously all the training should have been done already, and maybe you would do light training the week before during the actual fight week. You might do some shadow boxing, but you're not doing any heavy training sessions anymore. So maybe that's why he's posting a lot again, because he's posting like all day. Like, I can't even keep up with this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to run a boxing channel and cover like everybody, but Ryan Garcia takes up like half my time on the channel, you know what I mean? Because there's so much stuff he posts and so much stuff he's doing, I just can't keep up with it. Now, we all heard, if you didn't hear, he just, apparently he got married to Savannah Bond. Look her up, guys. I didn't really know anything about her until now. But yeah, she's a corn star, or a former corn star. Yeah, I have to say corn because I think that's I don't know, YouTube doesn't like that and they limit your visibility or something. But anyway, so apparently he got married to Savannah Bond on a plane. He proposed to her. He's been doing photo shoots where he's drinking wine, which it looks like a professional photo shoot, so I don't think there was anything you could really take from that. Because people are going to say, oh, he's drinking, but then he posted a video saying he hasn't had a drop of liquor in a while, and that he's just trolling. I might put that clip at the start of the video saying it's all an act. I haven't drank any alcohol, none of that. But I really don't know anymore. Like, this trolling, if this is trolling, he's got to win. What is it? Is an Oscar? Is that the movie one? Yeah, he deserves to win an Oscar if this is just trolling, and he comes in the fight and he just throws Haney for a loop or something. Because I don't care who you are, if you're competing against somebody, and it's happened to me too, and it happens to everybody, I don't care who you are. Even Haney, as disciplined as Haney is, he obviously is he's gonna be prepared for the best Ryan, but I think psychologically, subconsciously, without you even thinking it, he's gonna be underestimating Ryan. Just because of all this shit that's going on, all this trolling, all this stuff, you're kind of thinking to yourself, wow, Ryan's not going to be prepared at all for me. And imagine if he is, though, right? And like I said, guys, I think Haney will be physically ready, but I think mentally he might be thrown for a loop if this is trolling and Ryan is completely mentally focused for this fight, right? It's kind of like the situation with I'll just bring up a more recent fight, Tim Tszyu versus Fedora. Obviously Tim Tszyu, he's going in there, he's going to take him seriously, but in the back of his head, without him thinking, he's thinking, this is Fedora, I'm going to knock him out, and look what happened there, right? So it's and it happens a lot when you expect an opponent to be easy work, and then it's kind of not, right? Or someone takes short days notice to fight you, and it ends up being tougher. It's because I think in the back of your head, naturally, it's just human nature. You're not gonna be as prepared. I'll give another example here. If you're gonna go into the ring, say you know nothing about these guys, and you're going in the ring with two fighters. One looks like Mike Tyson. He's jacked out of his mind, right? and you're thinking, wow, like this is gonna be tough. I gotta be ready for this guy. And then say like another fighter has like a Andy Ruiz type body type, and you know, like I said, these are two guys you know nothing about them. One looks like Mike Tyson, one looks like Andy Ruiz. You're gonna be like, wow, Andy Ruiz, this guy's gonna be easy work. But little do you know, Andy Ruiz is pretty fast. He's quick as fuck, right? Even though he looks like that. So essentially, your mind will kind of do that, right? It's just human nature. So I feel like Devin Haney, even though he's gonna be physically and mentally ready, if Ryan actually is pulling everyone's leg and he is trolling and he's gonna be 100% ready, then wow, like I can't see why that wouldn't throw Haney off a little bit. Like it's got to, because we all know like the media day workout, Ryan proved enough that he is in decent, okay physical shape, but we will not know until the actual fight if he actually is. And it's just going to be really interesting to see. All of these questions are pretty much going to be answered on fight night. It's either Ryan becomes an Oscar De La Hoya overnight by beating Devin Haney. He really becomes one of the faces of boxing if he beats Devin Haney, let's be honest. Or it could go the other way. Like, it's going to make or break Ryan this fight pretty much. And if he gets handled easily by Devin Haney, like, it's going to be so much worse on his reputation because all the trolling he's done and all the shit talking, that if he just didn't do any of it, he would have been okay even if Devin Haney handled him. But now it's like a must win for him. Not even a must win. It's because he can still keep his reputation in line if he makes it a competitive fight and still loses, but it's a must. He has to put in a good performance. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He can't go out there and look like Regis Prograde. He's got to look like he's got to win. Like, he's got to win rounds. He's got to do good. But like I said, it's a make or break. Like, if he wins this, he goes to the moon. Like, he catapults to Canelo, like, face of boxing status. And I know, like, people are going to say, oh, no, but he lost to Gervonta. But he can always rematch, right? He's still young. What I'm saying is his kind of following, if he was to beat Devin Haney, he's top 3 faces of boxing, like, monetary-wise, and, you know what I mean? Like, maybe not top 3, like, best in the actual, like, considered, like, because I don't think Devin's top 3 either, but I'm saying, like face of boxing wise, right? Like, Canelo's still the face of boxing, but is he the best in boxing? No. You know what I mean? So, I just don't know anymore, guys, though. Like, go back to the drinking thing. He did the photo shoot with the drinking. Some people made a thing about that. It did look like a professional photo shoot. So I don't know if I can really take anything from that if he is drinking. But then I'm seeing all these videos of him talking about all these girls. Like, I want to wife her up. Oh, I love her. It's just like, I don't... And he's like he's actually like he's calling out these girls too by what do you call it when you put the at and then their name, and then he's like, oh, I love you, we're dating, and it's just like, but they're not dating. And he's like, I don't know, like, what kind of trolling he's doing there. It seems like he keeps on saying he's not manic, but like I said, he's got to win an Oscar, because he sounds so manic. Like, his behavior's so manic, and he posts all day, unless it's someone else posting for him for half of the tweets or whatever. That's the only other explanation that you could do it, because if he's doing all these posts, like, sometimes it's all day. Like, I don't know, man. Like, and it's not like regular, like, posts, right? It's like, to me, it looks manic, but he says he's not manic. I've had people in my family that have been that are bipolar, and they're manic, and they're kind of like this, right? And they don't really, when they're in the manic episode, they don't really sleep either. And I thought Ryan Garcia did have a problem with, didn't he get like IV fluids or something earlier in camp, like vitamins, because he had problems sleeping or something? I forget, something like that. He had to get IV fluids in his house because he had problems sleeping, he said. But yeah, I don't know if he's getting enough sleep or not. I really don't know anymore, guys. I really don't know. His posts are all over the place, especially about the right now. It's more about the women now. Now he married Savannah Bond. First it was like Kylie Jenner or whatever, and then it was I don't know, all these girls. I can't listen. I can't keep up, guys. I can't keep up with all of it. So like I said, guys, he's either going to win an Oscar or he's done, kind of thing. He's either going to come Oscar de la Hoya overnight, or he's going to become like Rolly after the Pitbull Cruz fight, you know what I mean? So we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. Like, we will... in the betting odds, another thing. The betting odds are just... they're all over the place. They're so... the betting odds are in shambles. Like, it was minus 800, and now it's minus 900. I just checked, like, recently. And now it's... Devin's favored by another minus 100. So now you got to bet $900 on Haney to get 100 back. Like, what's even the point? Like, unless you're rich, who's going to do that? Like, you might as well just pick a prop bet, like Devin Haney by decision or something. Don't pick the flat out, like, don't pick the money line, because the money line is not going to get you anything if you're going to bet Devin. Obviously, if you're betting Ryan, no matter what bet you bet on Ryan, you're going to make tons of money. But yeah, that's just crazy. Another thing, Sean Porter mentioned it. He said that, what if this is all an act, and he put like a huge sum of money down and he bet on himself, which I think you're allowed to do that in boxing. You're allowed to bet on yourself, which I really don't get that, why you're allowed to do that. That seems like that would be corrupt. I could be wrong. Do they still allow that, guys? Because that just doesn't seem right to me. But Sean Porter says that maybe Ryan Garcia put a huge bet on himself. So I guess you are allowed to do it if Sean Porter said it. But and that's why he's doing all this, because the betting odds are completely fucked. Like, if Ryan Garcia didn't do any of this stuff on social media, I bet you the betting odds would be like minus, like, I don't know. What was it at the start? I really don't know, guys. If you could let me know if you knew the betting odds before all this started happening, right when the fight was announced. I assume it would be like minus, I don't know, minus 600, minus 500 for Devin Haney. Like, minus 900 now is just insane. And it's all because of Ryan Garcia's behavior. But anyway, guys, I really don't know what to make of it. I don't know if he's getting enough sleep. I don't know if he's drinking. I really think it's just, to be honest, if I had to guess, I would say he's kind of manic and he's not getting as much sleep as he should. But I do not think that he's like heavily drinking, or he's obviously not on coke because he gets the VADA testing. I don't know why people keep on saying coke. I don't think it's coke. I don't think he's ever touched coke. If anything, it would be, like I said, it would be drinking if it was a substance. But I don't even think he's drinking. I think it's just lack of sleep, and he's just manic, kind of like he's just bipolar or whatever. But that's just me. I really don't know, guys, to be honest. And I think the commission did try to get him to they try to cancel the fight earlier in the early days of the fight camp, and they couldn't find anything on him because Ryan Garcia, he passed the mental evaluation. So I don't know, guys. He's tricking me. That's all I got to say. He's tricking me with this behavior, because And I'm not saying, like I said, during the media workout, look fine, physically fine, but his mind is just, I don't know how you can be that mentally focused on the Devin Haney fight when you're posting this much about everything else, you know what I mean? It just seems so much stuff that, I don't know, he's a good actor because he's throwing me off. And I'm not saying, like, I think when fight night happens, he's going to be a dangerous man no matter what, I feel like. He's going to be a madman in there. I just feel like, let's just say he is manic and he is mentally like that. Like, so let's just say he's not mentally in the right mind. He's going to be a madman in that ring. And Devin Haney's, he's going to have to diffuse him. He's like, Ryan Garcia will be very dangerous if he is manic, right? In the ring. So either way, I feel like Devin Haney's got to watch out. Even if Ryan Garcia isn't in the right mental space, I feel like he will be a madman in that ring, right? But, like I said, the media workout didn't tell enough about Ryan to see if he's actually in 12-round shape. We won't know, right? We won't know. And will he follow the game plan of Derek James? Because if he's mentally right and this is trolling, I think he will follow the game plan of Derek James. But if he's not, he's going to be a madman in there. He's just gonna try to bum rush Devin Haney, I feel like, and try to knock him out. Which he does have that tremendous power. Gervonta Davis said it was the hardest puncher he's ever been in with, and that's pretty insane considering the amount of experience that Gervonta Davis has. So either way, Devin Haney's got to be very wary of Ryan Garcia. Depending, like, even if it's a Ryan Garcia who's not been focused on the fight, because I think fight night, like I said, you're gonna either see a very composed Ryan Garcia and ready and mentally and physically ready, or you're gonna see a Ryan Garcia who's just a madman, and he's just gonna he's gonna be like a possessed man trying to knock you out. So either way, I feel like it's gonna be dangerous for Devin Haney, but I feel like if he does come in like a madman and he doesn't follow the game plan of Derek James, and I feel like he could blow his load quickly, right? Like he could get gassed out if he fights like a madman, and you know what I mean? If he has been mentally unstable and he just totally blows his load early in the fight because he's just so hyped up, right? Or bipolar or whatever. But let's just say it was all an act and he is trolling and he is mentally going to be focused and disciplined in the actual fight, and he listens to Derek James. That'll pose a whole different challenge for Devin Haney. So either way, this is an intriguing fight. We're going to find out. Guys. But let me know if you guys have been following all this social media stuff that Ryan's been posting. This week it seems more focused on women now. I love her. I want to marry her. And then obviously he posts a lot of good. He's bringing awareness still to the bad things that are happening in the world, like the wars and the human trafficking. Like, he is bringing awareness, so he is still doing that too. But that all leads me to believe, is he in just a manic state and he's just bouncing all over the place? I really don't know. Because when you see him in person sometimes, he sounds like he's fine, right? Like when he was at the press conference for his brother, Ryan Garcia, he was there and he was talking fine, and he looked fine to me. But then when he's on social media, he just seems like he's different. So I don't really know, guys. I don't know. We will find out, though, guys. We will find out. He's finally touched down in New York. Devin Haney and Bill Haney are already in New York. We only got, 5 days away until the big fight. And if I was a betting man, this is so confusing, right? Because Ryan does have that devastating power, and he's only lost to one man. But then all this stuff he's doing. And then Devin Haney, very disciplined, but he's never faced a puncher like Ryan Garcia, right? It's a lot of unknowns, and we will find out April 20th, 420. It's Triple J Boxing. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
This is all an act. I haven't taken a sip of alcohol. I've been making it seem like I did. I'm not.